Hey, welcome back to Missionaire. I'm just going to take a few minutes to introduce you to a fantastic young couple, Whit and Skiler Palmer, as a part of the Missionaire family. We've got a couple questions for them about their journey. Take a listen and see how God has led them to this point.
My name is Whit Palmer. I am 21 years old, and I'm from Temple, Texas, and this is my wife.
I'm Skiler Palmer. I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Belton, Texas.
So my calling to missionary aviation started when I was a senior in high school. At the time, I was planning on becoming a biologist. I had already been accepted to Southern Nazarene University in their biology program, and I kind of had all my plans set, but I really didn't know how I was going to serve the Lord in that. It was just kind of something that I liked, but I ended up going on an airplane flight with my pastor at the time, Darren Pound. He's a pilot, and we flew in this old girl right here, and we went up, and I had a blast, and I was reminded of how much I love aviation. I've loved airplanes ever since I was a little kid, and so I started to just do some research, looking into what aviation is all about in different careers, and eventually I started finding out about missionary aviation, because missions has always been something that's been on my heart. Never really thought much about it, but I started looking at missionary aviation, and it just kind of stuck out to me. I had always been mechanically inclined, loved airplanes. It made sense, and so I started to think about it, pray about it, and I told my pastor about it, and he was really excited about it. And he said he'll pray for me, and he'll start thinking about stuff for me and with me. And eventually, a couple weeks later, he gave me a call, and he said, "Hey, Whit, do you need a job?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I need a job." And Darren took me to the airport, and he introduced me to his mechanic, Travis Tatum. And he told Travis what I was doing, what I was interested in, missionary aviation, and Travis offered me a job, and I started working there, and I still work there today. But I started learning the ropes, learning how to be an aircraft mechanic. Started pretty much at the bottom, sweeping floors and organizing bolts. Eventually I got through high school, and I went to Texas State Technical College, and I went and got my A&P. During that time, I was supported by an organization called Wings for Christ in Waco, and they're a missionary aviation organization, and they gave me scholarships and prayed for me and were very supportive and helpful. And so now we're back here in Temple, working full-time and preparing to serve. But yeah, God just kind of continued to solidify my calling along the way. It wasn't just I knew right then and there, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it. It was more of a God opened doors as I went, and He's continued to do that. And I trust that He will continue to do that. So. Well, that's a question I ask us a lot, I feel like.
At least once a month.
In the future, maybe 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years in the future, I'd like to be in the field serving. For me, I really want to get out there while we're young. And ultimately, it's up to God, but we're young and fit and able. And I would really love to be able to be overseas serving as a missionary aviation maintenance specialist is where I believe God is leading me. So,
Well, it's kind of the same story, mine and Whit's, because during high school I had no idea what I was going to do. But after high school, after I graduated, I asked God to open the doors where He wanted me to go through and just what He wanted me to do, because I wanted to make a living and provide for my family, but also do something that serves the Lord. And so just over many trials and errors, He's led me that I'm called to be a midwife. So in about 3 years, I'll be a licensed midwife and ready to go out to the field.
Aren't they a fantastic couple? We are just thrilled to death to have Whit and Skiler as a part of our Missionaire family. Excited to see where God is leading them. Whit and Skiler are first recipients of our Bible school scholarship that has been funded through Missionaire, and future pilot in training. And so we're looking forward to seeing how God will develop them in the years to come, and we get to partner with them to see them go further and fly higher with Missionaire.